Dawn breaks over the yard. It's quiet now, but the pressure is always on. I'm pointing at this rig right here because its price tag tells a story that every driver needs to hear. Since 2021, the cost of a new Class 8 truck has absolutely rocketed, and that massive jump we're seeing in early 2026, it isn't a random market fluctuation. It's the direct result of policy, and it's hitting independent owner-operators the hardest, right where it hurts, their bottom line. Just a few years ago, a rig like this would set you back about $150 grand. Today, you're looking at roughly $220 for the exact same spec. That's a $70,000 increase. And don't mistake this for simple inflation or the cost of some fancy new tech. The real culprit is something much more deliberate. There's a hidden tariff tax baked into every single component. It's in the frame, the axles, and every imported part that makes this machine run. Look at the raw materials: steel, aluminum. The foundational inputs for manufacturing got drastically pricier, almost overnight. Suddenly, international trade policy is driving your monthly payment more than your credit score or your driving record ever could. In this series, we'll unpack the 2026 tariffs on steel, aluminum, and crucial imported components. We'll connect the dots from Washington, D.C. to your wallet. We'll investigate how these escalating costs are pushing independent drivers toward a dangerous debt trap. And more importantly, what you can do to survive and fight back. The road ahead is tough. Buckle up. Let's roll. Let's talk about the tariff reality check. It starts with a crucial piece of trade policy. Section 232. These duties, originally intended to protect national security, are now directly baked into the price of every new Class 8 truck rolling off the assembly line. It's a complex issue with very tangible consequences for the trucking industry. When core metals get hit with a 25% tariff on steel and significant duties on aluminum, those raw material costs don't just disappear. Instead, they cascade through the entire supply chain, impacting the cost of frames, cabs, and trailers. Every component feels the ripple effect. So what does this mean in dollars and cents? Industry analysts at ACT Research and FTR say it adds a staggering $35,000 to $50,000 to the price of a single new tractor. Naturally, original equipment manufacturers pass these costs through. Major players like Volvo, Mack, and Freightliner have little choice, because you simply can't build a rig cheaply when your foundational materials are taxed so heavily upstream. And with 2026 regulations promising even more sticker shock, the pressure is mounting. This leaves small fleet owners and independent operators effectively fighting a global trade war from the driver's seat, one expensive invoice at a time. Here's the real engine of the crisis: debt. Higher truck prices forced bigger loans, and with interest rates stubborn, lenders stretched notes to 72 or even 84 months just to keep payments manageable. By 2026, freight rates look flat, not booming. A $4,000 monthly payment against spot at about $2.10 a mile. The math just doesn't work. Many end up upside down, and forced equipment sales hit records. Parts and maintenance costs are climbing fast. In shop bays like this, even routine fixes run higher as tariffs on components from China and Mexico ripple through the supply chain. Sensors, pumps, injectors, many are up around 30% versus 2 years ago. One cracked harness, one new module, and that invoice total spikes before the engine even idles. For independent drivers, a major breakdown can be a financial shock, especially with heavy equipment debt. Running older to save cash now means paying more for parts. Swipe the card and the rig rolls out at dusk. Let's talk strategy. In today's market, just surviving isn't enough. You need a clear plan to navigate the iron squeeze. We've developed a playbook with 3 essential moves designed to keep your business rolling, and more importantly, profitable. First, prioritize replacement over expansion. It's tempting to grow your fleet, but a smarter move is to identify your single worst performing unit, the one that's a black hole for fuel and repairs. Retire it. Swap it for a more fuel-efficient truck. This new payment only makes sense if the combined savings on fuel and maintenance consistently beat that monthly cost. Do the math carefully. Second, consider the used gamble. It can pay off, but only if you're disciplined about funding future repairs. With used truck values stabilizing, a well-chosen late-model rig can be a far better investment than a brand-new $220,000 one. The key is to treat maintenance as a fixed cost. Bank 10 to 15 cents for every single mile you run, putting it into a dedicated fund. Track it as diligently as you would your rent or truck payment. Third, and this is critical, negotiate everything. Don't just accept the rates you're given. Schedule a meeting with your core shippers and ask for a true sustainability rate, not a temporary teaser. You need to show them your math. Explain that your total cost of ownership has skyrocketed, up roughly 40% since 2021. To create a stable partnership, tie your rate to a reliable metric like the price of diesel or a transportation index. Then, justify your rate by bundling in your value. Showcase your reliability with data, your on-time performance, your clean ELD records, your high safety score. This proves you're a premium carrier worth the higher rate. Use that leverage to lock in steady, dedicated lanes. In this volatile market, consistency will always beat the unpredictable swings of the spot market. So what's your next move going to be? Replace a problem unit, buy used with a solid plan, or renegotiate your contracts? Every fleet situation is different. Share your plan in the comments below.